Hello friends, I welcome you again to my audio tutorials. In today's audio tutorial, I will tell you about the important features of Indian Constitution. Before starting my tutorial, I will like to tell you about that you can hear these live lectures on two websites. The first one is the www.articlemaniac.org, that is articlemaniac.org. The second website on which you can hear these tutorials is gsindia.blogspot.in, that is gs-india.blogspot.in. I have uploaded these lectures free on this audio on these websites. Obviously, you can find these lectures in written form on most of the websites, but nowhere you will find these lectures in the audio form. So I am uploading these lectures in the audio form so that this process of learning can be more easy and more convenient for you. I hope you will like my effort of this. So today I will tell you about the important features of Indian Constitution point wise. The very first point, the very first important feature of the Indian Constitution is it is the lengthiest and the most voluminous constitution of the world. Adopted on 26th November 1949, it originally contained 22 parts, 395 articles and 12 schedules. Presently, it contains 12 schedules and around 450 articles. The second most important point of the Indian Constitution is that our Indian Constitution provisions have been borrowed to a large extent from other constitutions of the world. But despite of this fact, our Indian Constitution is unique because in spite of the features being borrowed from other constitutions of the world, appropriate amendments and changes have been made to those provisions in order to make them suitable to the Indian administrative context and scenario. The third important feature of the Indian Constitution is the federal system of governance with many features and characteristics of non-federal governance, such as single citizenship, a strong center, emergency provisions, integrated judiciary, etc. I will repeat this point. Federal system of governance with many features of non-federal governance, such as single citizenship, a strong center, emergency provisions, integrated judiciary, etc. The fourth important feature of the Indian Constitution is the parliamentary form of government, which is inspired by the British parliamentary system with little modifications. The fifth most important feature of the Indian Constitution is universal added franchise, that is equal voting rights to all the citizens of the country, irrespective of his economic status. The sixth most important feature of the Indian Constitution, that is Indian Constitution provides for single citizenship, unlike the concept of dual citizenship of America, where the individual, in addition to be a citizen of USA, is also the citizen of that particular state in which he resides. So, in USA, the concept of dual citizenship is there, in which any individual is also a citizen of the USA and also a citizen of that respective state in which he resides. But unlike this, in Indian Constitution, only one citizenship is provided. That is, a single citizenship is provided. That is, any individual will be a citizen of India and not of any particular state. The seventh most important feature of the Indian Constitution is that sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and ensures to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. This means that Indian Constitution has declared India as a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and the Constitution of India ensures to all of its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. The eighth most important point of the Constitution of India is that the provision of fundamental rights, the fundamental duties and the directive principles of state policy have been made in the Indian Constitution. The ninth most important characteristic and feature of the Indian Constitution is that the Indian Constitution is a mixture of British parliamentary sovereignty and American judicial supremacy. This means that the judicial machinery of India can declare a parliamentary ruling as unconstitutional, whereas Parliament in its turn can amend major portion of the Constitution. That is, it is unlike the British parliamentary sovereignty system and also unlike the American judicial supremacy system, but it is a mix of both these systems. That is, the judiciary in India can declare a parliamentary ruling as unconstitutional, whereas the Parliament in its turn can amend major portion of the Constitution. 10th most important feature of the Indian Constitution is that Indian Constitution is both rigid and flexible in nature. 11th most important feature of the Indian Constitution is that the provision of emergency on account of external aggression, armed rebellion, failure of constitutional machinery in states and threat of financial instability. I will repeat that again. In our Indian Constitution, provision of emergencies have been made on the following grounds. The first ground is external aggression. The second ground is armed rebellion. The third ground is war. The fourth ground is the failure of the constitutional machinery in states. And the fifth ground is the financial instability. That is also known as the financial emergency. The 12th most important feature of the Indian Constitution is the presence of constitutionally recognized independent bodies such as Election Commission of India, Union and State Public Service Commissions, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. They have their own spheres of working and they are independent in their functioning. That is, they are not under the control of the judiciary or the executive or the legislature. The 13th most important feature of the Constitution of India is the Constitution of India provides for presence of local governments for efficient administration on grassroots level. They were added through the 73rd and 74th Amendment Act, and these amendments provided for the presence of panchayats and municipalities on local administrative level for efficient administration. This type of local governance is not found in any other constitution of the world. It is also famously known as three-tier government. So friends, here I finish this audio tutorial. In this audio tutorial, in very brief, I have told you about the salient and important features of our Indian Constitution. I hope you liked it. Thank you.